Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are tackling my entire house. From top to bottom, I am cleaning everything. I'm starting off with folding laundry that has been sitting in the corner of my room for literally days. I had not had a chance to do it. This is actually us getting over being sick and having something like the flu. Not sure exactly what it was, but we were all down and out for a few days, and I was finally feeling well enough to tackle things around my house, and it was much needed. So I took my time, I gave myself grace, and I went room by room and did as much as I could throughout many days of the week, and eventually I was able to get my entire house done. I'm just gonna say, being sick when you're a parent is probably the worst. It's awful being sick to begin with, but when you're sick and have little people that literally can't do anything for themselves besides, my 6-year-old tending to his somewhat needs, but I still need to make food for him. And my 3-year-old can literally do nothing much without help except maybe put his socks on. So it was very, very rough. My kids recovered very quickly. They ended up getting over whatever bug that we had within a day or two, and then had ear infections. Me, on the other hand, took a little bit longer. When I finally felt better, I had such bad pressure in my head from sinus pain that knocked me out for another couple days and made it very unbearable to do anything. I did the bare minimum just to survive and keep my family going, but it was a very, very big struggle. And we don't get sick often, and it really took us out to get sick, but I was very glad to be able to get back to business as usual. But with all that said, at the end of the day, I feel that it's very important to remind everybody that we don't have to get so much done in one day. Sometimes we only can do what we're able to do, whether it's just folding a basket of laundry and putting it away, just doing that load of dishes, or getting to clean your whole bathroom, and that's all you're able to do in one day. It's impossible for people, especially people that have kids at home, to do their entire house in one day. For me personally, it would take me hours to clean my whole house in one day, especially with my kids having to stop and give snacks and give lunch and play with them and give them the attention that they're looking for, on top of trying to get cleaning done in between. It's nearly impossible, at least for me. So I make the best of it. Sometimes I only get my bathroom done. Sometimes I only get laundry folded. But I do the best that I can every day. And that's, as parents, all we can do is the best that we can to keep our lives in order as best as we can. It never has to be perfect. I know my house is never perfect, but we just manage every day to make it through, and our kids will grow and our lives will change and everything will be a little bit different. And that's quite all right too. And I'm enjoying every step of the way with my kids now. My kids have grown so quickly. I feel like every day they have changed so much, and they continue to change. And I know it's meant to be this way, but it's bittersweet. And I know one day my house will be clean, but it's just not today, and that's okay.
I'm feeling happy, and moments ago I was only empty. What did you slip me? My heart is racing and I'm getting dizzy. There must be some complicated after effect of this. Will I wake up in your bed and regret everything I did? Like a hangover, but leave me needing one more fix. She said, shut your mouth and kiss me. Hey, don't waste your breath, cause you know what I'm feeling. Midnight's closing in, and I won't wait for you. Don't think about it twice, we're way back second guessing. And I want you.
So now we're on another day in another room, and I started off with my bathroom. My bathroom really needed to be cleaned. It had been a little while since I've cleaned it. I am so bad at staying on top of cleaning our bathroom specifically, and I've mentioned it in another video, but I definitely try my best to stay on top of the basic things. I don't give it the cleaning that it needs deeply every time, but I do keep it pretty bare minimum clean. I'll clean our sinks, I'll clean our toilet, I'll wipe down our shower when we need it, but I don't always do like the whole full-blown cleaning. It's like I can go a couple weeks in between. It's not a weekly thing, and it's because it takes a long time and it's very time consuming. So I just do what I'm able to do in that moment, and it's fine. It works for us and it's fine. But I think that cleaning my bathroom takes, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes to an hour when I give it like a really good clean. And it's not because it's necessarily dirty. It's just that there's so many things. It's putting the things away from the top of the vanity. It's taking everything out of the shower, scrubbing the shower. I've mentioned in my last video that my shower is very difficult to clean. It just, the way that it's shaped, it's not easy to get in there the way I should be getting in there. And I try different ways every time I clean it to see what's more effective. And so far, I haven't found anything that makes it take less than 20 to 25 minutes to clean my shower. And it's just a stall shower. So I feel like that's kind of crazy, but it gets done. And at the end of the day, it is clean and looks a lot better. I feel like our bench collects a lot of water, so we always have a lot of standing water on it. Every time we're in the shower, we give it a good, like a brush off with our hand, but we obviously need to get in there because, you know, it discolors the stones and stuff when the water sits there after a week. And I usually try and get in there. I always change the cleaner that I use. Every week it's something different just to see what works better. And at the end of the day, I think the soft scrub is the best cleaner, but it is hard to get out of all the grout and the stones because it's like a paste almost. So when you put it on the grout, it collects like a chalk. So if you don't rinse it off really well, you'll have like a chalky residue, and that's kind of a pain at the end. Sometimes you don't see it until it dries, so I try and get in there really well, but it's, at the end of the day, it is probably the best cleaner of all the cleaners that I have used in the shower.
Shooting me with words, but I won't let them bruise. Even though it hurts, I won't show it to you. 'Cause it will ricochet, I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you. 'Cause I don't care about you anymore. So you can't hurt me like you did before. Let me tell you, not because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even if you're trying to hurt me, my skin's getting thicker each day. I don't know how you fall asleep at night, knowing that your words are hurtful, it's just not right. Not because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. Like a ricochet, like a ricochet, like a ricochet, like a ricochet. I used to let it in, all the things you said. You try to turn me into somebody else, but it will ricochet. I won't let it bite. I will.
I had mentioned in my last video that I was going to show you the new things, the new changes in our house, and this is the video where you're going to see it. I finally finished James's room. I'm actually putting on a new bed set sheet that he had gotten for Christmas because now we are caught up. This is current time. My last few videos were from the summertime, and I had taken a very long break, and now we are caught up back to normal. So this is in December, like right around Christmas time. So still a little bit back, but not too far back. And he's been waiting for this. He, being James, my eldest son, is very into bright colors, Legos, video game, anything. He is super into it. So when he got this bed sheet and comforter set for Christmas, he was thrilled. He was antsy about getting it washed and set up on his bed so he can finally see it, and it's probably his favorite comforter. He loves when it gets put on his bed and is thrilled to see it. And he also finally has shelves up in his room. I don't know if you saw it in the last video. And then he also, as you'll see in this video, he has his name displayed on his wall over his bed, and it's one of his most favorite features in his room. But overall, I feel like his room fits his personality very well. It's a little bit of everything that he loves, and it's themed as Lego, but it's very much fit for James, and he loves his room. He hasn't asked for anything different. He's very happy with the space that he has and that he's created for himself, and I just go in and help him maintain it. So if you haven't been able to tell right now, or by now, I should say, I stripped all the sheets off all the bed. Where we were all sick, I had to make sure that I gave everything a really good cleaning. Everything needed to be reset and sanitized, and that was the goal in cleaning my entire house, was just getting rid of the sick germs. I didn't want anything lingering around after being sick, and I wanted to have a fresh start after feeling so crappy for so many days, and I felt a lot better after I got it done. I definitely feel like the goal was accomplished and that my house was reset and repurposed, I guess I should say. I feel like we got the fresh start that we needed after being down and out for such a few days, and my kids missed like the entire week of school, so that was kind of not fun, but I was really happy when they were feeling better. It's never fun seeing your kids feeling terrible. Another thing I should probably mention is I am planning to start spring cleaning a little bit early. Where my house is on the larger side, I feel like I need to start. I have been walking around and seeing the cobwebs and the handprints on the walls and dirt collecting in a lot of spaces, and I feel very ready to just start tackling room by room and space by space in my house to kind of give it that fresh reset. The shampooing of the carpets, the cleaning of the windows inside and out, even though there's still snow outside and it's still freezing outside, but I think that it just needs to get done. So I think that the series is going to start probably in the next video, and we're just going to start tackling all these areas in the house that really need the attention and the top to bottom clean. And to be honest, that's most of the house. So I'm really excited to get started and give my house the really good spring cleaning that it really needs.
I complicate things, one of my many skills. I'm making things up, all in my mind, 'cause I analyze their body language. I hear every change in their tone. Maybe they hate me, somehow I blame me. My mama said, that's just the weight of the world. It's not personal, it's just how it works. Don't be angry for too long or get burned, 'cause that's just the weight of the world. Now, shake it off. Now, personal, it's just how it works. Now, shake it off. Now, that's just the weight of the world. I cry my eyes out over a shallow guy. Yeah, I'm feeling left out. Got no invitation last night. I analyze their body language. I hear every change in their tone. Maybe they hate me, somehow I blame me. My mama said, that's just the weight of the world. It's not personal, it's just how it works. Don't be angry for too long or get burned, 'cause that's just the way of the world. Now, shake it off. Now, personal, it's just how it is. Now, shake it off. Now, that's just the way of the world. Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
So now I feel like I finally get to showcase our new bed. We got this off Wayfair along with our nightstands, and I feel like you can't really see. I feel like the lights in here don't really do it justice. It's so pretty. We got it off Wayfair and it was probably the best purchase that we made. I love it so much. I feel like this bed frame and the nightstands just really lighten and brighten our room. We had a black bed frame before this and only one nightstand. I didn't even have a nightstand because in our previous house, if you look back in older videos, our room was a lot smaller than this. It was still very big, but we couldn't accommodate two nightstands the size of the stand that we had with our old bed. So we opted to only have one, and it worked for us in that house. We had it that way for all the years that we lived there. And I was ready to kind of update and change what we had. So I did a little shopping, found something that I loved, and I made it happen. I made it work. And it wasn't the only new piece of furniture that we got. Besides this bed frame and nightstands, I also got a new coffee table for our living room and a new side table for next to our couch. I had issues with the glass table that we had in our living room. We actually had an accident where it got chipped and ruined, and I just needed to get rid of it. I didn't want it to break. I didn't want kids getting hurt, and that's really what was concerning me, which motivated me to start buying this new furniture, because I'm the type of person that I could have, made it work, but I chose to deal with what I had and replace it. And as you can see, we still have the old nightstand. I just wiped it down. I'm planning on probably trying to sell it, or maybe I'll donate it. I don't know. It's still in really good shape, really good condition, given the amount of time that we've had it. So it can still get a lot of love and a lot of use out of it. I only replaced our bed frame and our nightstands. I didn't replace our dressers. So our dressers are still black, but I feel like they're so separate from our bed that they work just fine. They are not looking to get replaced anytime soon, and that's okay with me. But we're very, very happy with our new bed frame. We feel like it works very well in our house. It's very comfortable. It just gives our room the definition that we want to see in there. And we are happy with our purchase. And even with that, I do have to mention it is such a big change going from having a wood bed frame to having a fabric bed frame. This bed frame is fabric, and I love that it's so easy to wipe down, but it's different than having a wooden bed frame. Before, if the dust collected on the top, it was just taking a wet rag and wiping it down, and you can't do that with a fabric bed frame, right? You have to take the vacuum and vacuum it down. So that was a little different for me. It's not hard. It doesn't make anything harder. It's just a different way of having to clean. So that was something to get used to, and I feel like I've adapted very quickly. I've always wanted a fabric bed frame. I don't know if I'll regret it down the line, but it's definitely a very nice change from having a wooden bed frame. We've had that other one for, I don't know, I think 12 years before we replaced it, and it was like taken apart and put back together so many times when we moved, and it was just, it needed to get replaced, and I think we made a good call with replacing it with what we replaced it with.
I got this boy on my mind that I can't live without. Oh, his eyes are killing me. And he keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when he's looking like that. Oh, his smile is killing me. It's the way that he moves and the way that he laughs, so I can't get enough. Thinking about him all the time. I can't get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine, to be mine. My heart is saying yeah. You know I want him now. My heart is saying yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Oh, the way that I feel, yeah, I know that it's real, 'cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new. Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah. You know I want him now. My heart is saying yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Heart is saying yeah. I wanna now. Yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Yeah, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want.
So now we're on another day, another cleaning. I don't even know how many days this is, different days. I think this is 3 or 4 in cleaning around my house, but we finally made it to the downstairs of my house, and as you can see, I had a lot of dishes. It was hard to even load my dishwasher. If that tells you anything about how I was feeling, I had a lot of cleaning up to do, and I started with loading the dishwasher, then it was tackling the never-ending clutter that is on my counter. I feel like every time I turn around, there is something else cluttering up my counter. It is our catch-all. In our old house, it was our dining room table, but now our dining room table is actively used every single day to eat, where it wasn't in our old house. And now our counters are catch-all because we don't really use it to eat anyway. It only gets used if we have people over, and that's not very often. So I feel like it gathers a lot of things. Though I do cook almost every day, I have one section of my counter that I use, so the rest of it just collects things, and thankfully it's pretty easy to clean up and get back in order, but it's just getting to do it consistently and keeping it clear, which honestly, it's fine. It's a house. It's supposed to be lived in, and our house is definitely lived in, and that's okay.
Aching state of mind, eyes blind, and it is getting dangerous. I don't wanna fight the feeling inside, 'cause your words are so contagious. I don't wanna be distracted, no, I'm having a reaction, oh, I give it to you, give into your state of mind. You don't wanna be distracted, no, you're having a reaction, oh, I can feel that I can feel you burning up. 'Cause tonight we lose it all, we let go, it's something in the way you move that makes me do things I've never done. Yeah, tonight we lose it all, fall and flames are getting closer. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. My skin's on fire. Oh, 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 oh. On fire. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. My skin's on fire. Oh, 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 oh. Lights keep dancing by, painting the sky and adding to our chemistry. Heart beats aligned, right in time. You've become a remedy. I don't wanna be distracted. No, I'm having a reaction. Oh, I give it to you, give into your state of mind. You don't wanna be distracted. No, you're having a reaction. Oh, I can feel I can feel you burning up. 'Cause tonight we lose it all. We let go. It's something in the way you move that makes me do things I've never done. Yeah, tonight we lose it all. I'm broken, and even if the sky would fall and flames are getting closer. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. My skin's on fire. Oh, 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 oh. On fire. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. My skin's on fire. Oh, 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 oh. My skin's on fire. Oh, 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 oh. My skin's on fire. Cause tonight we lose it all. We let go. It's something in the way you move that makes me do things I've never done. Yeah, tonight we lose it all. I'm broken, and even if the sky would fall and flames are getting closer. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. My skin's on fire. Oh, 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 oh. On fire. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. My skin's on fire. Oh, oh, fire.
Once I was done cleaning and wiping everything down, I went space by space and cleaned the floors. I didn't do one whole cleaning of the downstairs floor. I did it per space that I cleaned. And I feel like for me, that personally works better to just tackle one portion at a time versus cleaning and then going through and kind of re-cleaning everything by going through the whole house. But if I just get one room done and then I can call it closed and move on to the next one, that makes me feel much more accomplished. That way, if I'm not able to continue doing something for some reason, I at least know that one space of my house is completely clean from top to bottom, and I can just continue on as I need to. And I feel like it works for me. I feel like it works pretty well because I am not the type of person that's always able to finish cleaning. There's always some reason I have to stop. Either we have to go somewhere, or my kids need something, or I get tired and need a break and then just never get back to it. There's always a reason, and it gets done. It all gets done eventually. Just sometimes not all in one day, and that's how my life works, and that's okay. this rug I desperately want to shampoo. It has a lot of print to it, and even though it is an off-white color, it hides a lot of things very well, i.e. the mountains of food that my kids drop on the floor, but there are little stains everywhere, and I will occasionally break out my little green machine and get some spots, but I feel like it just needs a really good shampoo, and I'm kind of just waiting for the warm weather so I can just completely take it out of the house and clean it outside and then put it back in when it's all clean. I'm nervous about using the shampooer on my hardwood floors. I feel like these are real hardwood floors, so I'm concerned about warping the wood if they get wet. I know shampooers are meant to suck up a lot of water, but I don't know how these floors will handle a wet rug sitting on top of them. So I'd rather not find out. I'd rather just move the table and take the rug out and not have a rug here for a day or two while it dries and then put it back under and just have it nice and clean and a fresh reset, because I feel like that would work better than potentially ruining our hardwood floors that we think are beautiful and we love them, and we definitely don't want to spend lots and lots of money to fix them if we happen to ruin them over something so silly. And before I started cleaning this table in my living room, I actually had blankets and pillows everywhere all over the floor, but you don't get to see that and get that getting cleaned up because I didn't realize that my camera stopped recording. It stopped recording because my memory was full and I needed to empty my camera to be able to continue filming. So that's what I had to do. So there's a tiny portion that's missing, but just envision blankets all over the place that are no longer there.
Drown yourself in the neon. You came to this place to hide away in the dark. You tell yourself you need to move on, but one night in the shadows can ease your broken heart. They turn the volume up, you shut your mind. Wanna escape your thoughts for a little while, but when you close your eyes, I'm by your side, right? You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over, but you see my face on all the strangers though. So are you sure that it's over? When you close your eyes, I'm by your side, babe. When you close your eyes, I'm on your mind, babe. You'll find me there dancing in the crowd. You tell yourself that it's over. Drown yourself in the smoke, babe. You came to this place to hide away for a while.
My dining room table, I feel like this winter has become a very big catch-all. We only use it for special occasions like Christmas or Thanksgiving if we happen to host, or if we have like a large family gathering. It doesn't get used other than that. We honestly bought this table to host family events because it's easier for us when everybody comes to us, and to have a space so everybody can be comfortable is totally well worth it. It does get used and we love having this table, but it sometimes is just an easy dumping ground, and getting used to not doing that has been a challenge. But it's usually a pretty quick cleanup. In this case, our kids were playing in the snow and we decided to drape over their damp, I don't know what they're called, snow pants. They're snow pants. They're damp snow pants, just so the bottoms of them could dry. So we draped them over the chairs there because we figured they were probably going to want to use them again. So it made it a little bit easier for us instead of putting everything away once we were done with it. and getting everything dusted and cleaned up was pretty quick and easy in this room. And then again, cleaning the floors and vacuuming the rug just made it all feel so much better. And I don't know about you, but when I clean the floors in my house, I feel like it makes such a big difference. I feel like everything feels brighter. It feels cleaner. You can have the dirtiest counters or the most cluttered counters, but if your floors are clean, your house feels clean. At least that's how it feels for me. And I always feel like cleaning my floors makes such a big difference. And I actually got this wood floor cleaner from Target. I think it's Method brand, and it smells like almond. It's the best smelling cleaner ever. It is my favorite cleaner to use on the floors. I use it all the time. My house smells delicious for days. It's not even just one day and it's gone. My house smells so good. My floors are shiny and squeaky clean looking, and it is my all-time favorite cleaner to use. I will buy it over and over and over again because the smell is just so addicting. And last but not least is the playroom. I feel like the playroom is the one room in my house that is the bane of my existence. I don't know how else to say it. It's always like this. My kids do clean, but when my 3-year-old is home by himself, this is what he does. He only goes to daycare certain days of the week, and on the days that he's home, I am working and he needs to occupy himself. So this is kind of what happens. And then it's just too much for him. It's too overwhelming for him to clean on his own. So a lot of the times I end up having to do it. And unfortunately, this was a day that I was the one that had to clean up the mess. And it's a lot. It's overwhelming for me to look at. I like everything to have its own place, and when you have somebody taking everything out and throwing it here, there, and everywhere and putting everything in little cracks and crevices all over the place, this is what it turns out to look like. It actually wasn't bad. I think it took me, 15 to 20 minutes to clean everything and put it back in place. And if you see this from previous videos, it looks a little different. Our playroom got a little bit of a change to it. We got rid of a few things, a few toys, and the kids got a modular couch, which they do love. They're constantly sitting there just playing together, or they'll sit and watch tablets together. There's also this punching bag that they got, and it gets a lot of use, and I feel like it's changing as the kids grow and becoming a little bit more for them.
Just stay with me and make it worth your while. Make it worth your while. In sunlight or in the night, I'll make it worth your while.
Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I hope that you found motivation to get something done around your home today. If you're new, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
It's silent now, we don't say a word. We're just looking at each other. Tears in our eyes from the words we said. Yeah, it kinda broke my heart. Loving you is not so goddamn easy as you think.